Minimum wage has long been a hotly debated topic, with proponents arguing that it is necessary to ensure fair compensation for low-wage workers, while opponents express concerns about its impact on businesses and employment rates. Let's explore this contentious issue from multiple perspectives and weigh the arguments for and against raising the minimum wage. Supporters of raising the minimum wage argue that it is a crucial step towards reducing income inequality and providing a livable wage for workers. They contend that the current minimum wage falls short of meeting the basic needs of individuals and their families, particularly in high-cost areas. By increasing the minimum wage, it is believed that workers will have more purchasing power, leading to increased consumer spending, which can stimulate economic growth and create more job opportunities. Conversely, critics of a higher minimum wage argue that it could have unintended consequences, such as job loss and reduced hours for workers. They argue that businesses, especially small businesses, may struggle to afford the increased labor costs and could be forced to reduce their workforce or even down. Additionally, opponents claim that a higher minimum wage may discourage businesses from hiring entry-level employees and lead to automation and the adoption of massive technology to replace human labor. Another argument against raising the minimum wage is that it could lead to inflation and a rise in the cost of goods and services. Critics contend that when businesses are required to pay their employees more, they may pass on those increased costs to consumers, resulting in higher prices. This can particularly affect smaller businesses that operate on thinner profit margins, potentially harming their competitiveness in the market. Proponents of minimum wage increases argue that it can have positive social effects, such as reducing reliance on government assistance programs and lifting people out of poverty. They believe that by providing higher wages to low-income workers, society as a whole benefits, as there may be decreased demand for welfare services and increased tax with revenues. This, in turn, can lead to better funding for education, healthcare, and other public services. In contrast, opponents argue that raising minimum wage could have adverse effects on businesses, especially those operating on low profit margins. They assert that the increased labor costs may force businesses to make difficult choices, such as cutting employee benefits or reducing investments in growth. Dug well expansion. This ultimately could stifle innovation and economic progress. It is evident that the debate surrounding minimum wage is multifaceted and complex, with valid arguments on both sides. While proponents emphasize the need for fair compensation and reducing income inequality, opponents raise concerns about potential job losses, increased costs, negative impacts on businesses. As society continues to evolve, it is crucial to find a balance that considers both the well-being of workers and the sustainability of businesses.